What's up, everybody? My name's Tyler. This is Sean. We're Rendered Reality, coming at you from Boston, Massachusetts, from PAX East, sort of.
We are at the hotel. Where are we at? We're actually at a restaurant right now. We got kicked out of the main lobby of the hotel. They said they weren't sure about people being filmed and stuff in the background. So they're like, let's find a good space to put you. So they put us in this really cool like room inside the. What is the name of this place?
The Guild or something like that. Yeah, I think
Rebels
it's
Guild.
Rebels Guild. That's what it is.
Pretty cool. So it's actually a pretty cool little spot. The lighting's kind of a little bit crazy, so the video quality of us might not be on par with what it normally is. But
yeah, we had about a 10-minute setup time.
Yeah, well,
so
we had it all set up, and then we had to tear completely down, and then reset up in another
security
spot.
had to come get us. It was all bad.
We got busted by
so,
security.
Yeah.
I mean, once they got the handcuffs off of us, and we were able to pick up our stuff, you know.
Right. I really wish you would have had the camera recording. That probably would have been the smart thing to do.
Well, they kind of walked up, and they were like, "Are you guys recording?" And we're like, "No, we're just about." I mean, we were literally minutes, like seconds away from going live. We were just about to go live.
That was
so
pretty funny.
Hopefully, audio and everything is okay. You know, we're not in our normal location. Let us know in chat if there's any issues that we can we'll try to adjust. We're actually using the Rode Wireless Go mics, which are fantastic. These things have been great being at PAX, you know, used for interviews and all kinds of stuff. We've loved these things. If you haven't looked into these things, excellent mics. So
I know.
Yeah,
we've had great luck with it. We did have a little bit of issue with them, but we fixed it. We figured out the problem and stuff, but so cool. Yeah.
What is today?
I don't even know, man. We've been here
Saturday?
how many days now? 3 days?
Thursday.
3 days of PAX so far?
Yeah, super early morning Thursday.
Yeah,
we got up. He got up at like 3 a.m. I got up at like 5 or so to head here. Thursday we got here. Hotel wasn't ready, so we kind of stowed our bags away and stuff. And we headed straight to PAX East, and we were there for a long time. And by the end of Thursday, we were crashing hardcore. I couldn't even focus. But
I know.
We have a ton of really cool footage. We haven't been able to live stream much from the event.
No,
There's so much Wi-Fi interference, and just the signal's not quite good enough. So
even some of the developers we've been talking to and stuff too that were trying to run like local networks, just crashing every 20 minutes. It's crazy, but I get it. We understood that. We probably guessed that could happen. So
somebody spotted the mod mic on the table already.
Speaking of people at the event, right?
Yeah, Paradise Decay said that's an awesome green screen behind you, and it's funny because even at this event, you know, people know Paradise Decay. It was funny because we were at
that was funny.
We were doing the Orion 13 interview. And we talked about they did this Gundams or Gangman style or whatever the music video, and we talked about how Paradise Decay probably did the mocap capture for that. And he said that Australian guy that you guys said did the mocap, and we were like, Australian guy.
I was confused. I'm like, I don't know.
Who is he talking about? And then I was like, oh, it was Paradise Decay. So that was really funny. That's in the interview video of that if you watch that. And we're gonna have a whole bunch more footage coming out. We got a bunch of stuff on the hard drive now. We just got to get through and get uploaded. But right after the show, we're heading back to PAX East show floor. So we're gonna be back, and we got some stuff set up. We're going to be playing Smush TV, which if you guys remember that from an earlier video, Coffee and VR, we talked about that a while. So really excited. Hopefully we both get in that together.
That'll be super fun.
That's going to be awesome.
Really we're all about multiplayer, which we did get a lot of them coming at us saying the same thing. They knew we were into multiplayer. Some of the devs and stuff that we didn't even know. Definitely want to check stuff out. We played some cool things.
We played
some
really
multiplayer.
Cool
found out some cool things, so yeah.
Yeah, what do you want to get into first from the PAX East stuff?
Should we just get right into PAX a little bit?
I think we should talk a little bit about PAX stuff, then we can get into some other stuff that's been going on this week. So.
Yeah, it's been a little hectic. So it starts early. There's definitely been some lines and stuff early. The Animal Crossing is super packed there, which
Nintendo stuff. I mean, we were recording at one point in time yesterday, and then Nintendo booth was chanting Nintendo so loud.
Nintendo.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. We couldn't hear anything. Like, we were trying to talk to the one dev, and we were like, oh man, it's so loud. We're like, we'll come back when this stuff calms down because it's so hard to.
But it is.
It's crazy. I mean, there's some hardcore fans here.
But honestly, with Oculus backing out, Sony backing out and stuff, we were a little nervous. You know, we're like, maybe nobody's going to be there. Maybe there's not going to be any VR there then. You know what? Tons of VR. Not as much, obviously, because it's for all types of gaming and stuff.
A lot of stuff we just really weren't even expecting. And
absolutely.
Stuff it's been kind of a surprise.
And they still have a huge VR play area, which I know we do have some clips of that and stuff.
Well, they've had, I think today is a Fruit Ninja tournament. They're having a Fruit Ninja tournament today at PAX East. They had yesterday was Space Pirate Trainer tournament. We took a picture of the list of games that you could play in this one section. I mean, there was Space Pirate Trainer. There was Beat Saber, all the real popular titles. There was also also a lot of multiplayer stuff going on. They were doing the Vox Machina.
I want to play that, man.
They
I
had
really
Star
want to.
Trek Bridge Crews, so a bunch of people in there playing those games together.
The mech game, the
Vox Machina or whatever.
Yeah. Oh,
so I mean, there's a lot of really cool. I mean, there's a big VR presence here. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
The mech game, they're doing. I think what was it? Was it 4v4?
I mean, I think
10v10.
But it was like
Something
a 40.
like that?
I've actually never played that game, and I think I need
so
to. And we didn't play that here yet either. We might hop in there.
I want to if we have time.
But it looks like a really cool game.
Yeah.
I think I actually might check that out.
They're running Valve Index on part of it.
Yeah,
that
whole big section has Valve Indexes.
Yep, right, exactly. And what were they running? What were they running on the multiplayer, the mech stuff? Those were
CV1s.
CV1s, yeah.
I mean, there's a ton of CV1 stuff here, like almost everything.
Almost
here.
all of it. Yeah, it's almost all CV1s.
Everything I've seen so far is indexes and CV1s and quests. The one people are running quests, but it's streaming local from a
right. They're
Wi-Fi
using an
network.
router as an access point and using local networks.
I couldn't believe the amount of CV1s. That really surprised me.
I know, and some of the developers we talked to too said that they actually outsourced some of that and had it sent here and shipped here and stuff. So that was done
some of
through
them
another
actually
company.
had PCs and everything sent here, like basically a sponsorship from a PC company and stuff to.
PD said he's curious if we talk to people trying VR for the first time, their experiences, feelings.
We have a little bit.
We definitely have.
We're going to some more asking people, but I think a lot of it here has been people jumping into VR for the first time because a lot of people that have access to a lot of these games and VR headsets and stuff. They probably aren't going to stand in these long lines to play VR. A lot of these people are people that have never played VR before, so they're jumping in there for the first time and experiencing some of these games. I mean, Creed, Rise to Glory, they had a pretty
That was the first thing I asked somebody that came out of it.
That was the first VR thing we actually noticed when we walked in.
Which actually right on the main floor, which was super cool.
Yeah, good spot.
Yeah, it was. And the guys coming out of it, the first thing I said, I'm like, hey, how much VR have you played before this? And he said, really, once I think in another event. And he said he absolutely loves it, thinks it's amazing. And I asked about his experiences in it and stuff. He's like, yeah, you live the game.
It was funny, too, because he caught him just coming out of Creed.
Like
and
sweating.
he's sweating, he's breathing heavy. He's like, man, it's really a workout.
Right,
I'm like, I know, man. Like, I mean, playing Thrill to Fight and Creed and all that stuff. Oh, my goodness, I talk about that.
And the good thing to see, too, is every VR experience had a line of people to try it. There was never a down moment on any of them, which was really cool to see. I was a little nervous. And I think somebody said, what was the... was it Sniper Elite? I think they said they maxed their line out. I read on Twitter, I think yesterday I saw that they were maxed out on their line and turning people away basically. So that was super cool to see.
And I'm guessing there would probably be even more people at this event if a lot of people like Sony and stuff didn't pull out.
Absolutely.
So I mean it's crowded. I mean it's busy, but it's probably not as busy as it normally is. I wouldn't think, but I mean at peak hours of the day, there's a lot of people.
I know. You've got some of the footage and stuff you've been playing.
And some of this footage was actually from much later. So the event actually stops at about 6 o'clock, and the expo part shuts down. But they still have a lot of tabletop stuff going on.
VR gaming.
The VR gaming section was all still open. So they just closed down the expo area. So some of this footage was from last night. We were walking around. Some of it was from a little bit earlier. But I mean, it's been really cool to be here. I think
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and especially be able to come together. I mean,
it's funny to see people like call us out now too, which is really weird.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's kind of odd, but
a couple people have recognized us.
It's kind of a strange feeling, but not used to that. But it is. Yeah, it's really cool. Glad to see it for the industry and stuff. Which I don't know how much we want to get into all the PAX stuff. If you guys have any questions too, definitely ask us in chat.
And definitely keep an eye on the channel because we do have a ton more videos that we want to try to push out. We have a couple appointments today.
So hard.
We're gonna head there right afterwards. I think we have a 3 o'clock appointment with Smush TV. And I don't know. I mean, we got a bunch of stuff today too.
We have to get back with Spaceteam too.
Yeah.
But we've been trying to produce videos and stuff. We come back at night and stuff, and it's a little tough just because of all the footage we have and everything too. But.
So Paradise Decay said anyone with Quest showing games at. And etc. The only people with Quests really that I saw was Spaceteam VR, and like we said, they were running like a local network. But
that was cool to see too.
Yeah,
that was
I
really
haven't seen anybody just walking around, like any people that weren't exhibitors walking around with any VR headsets or anything like that. But we can talk about the mod mic a little bit. That was actually he was here, and the name of the company is Antlion Audio, and he was actually just walking around, teaming up with some people and seeing who he saw there. And we were talking with. The Spaceteam VR guys, and he was like, oh, hey, he came over and was talking to us and gave us a mod mic. And we did do an interview with him, too, which we will have that on the channel soon, too. But really cool guy.
Super nice guy,
super appreciative of that. And
it's really cool to see one in action, too, because he was showing us, how it works and stuff. And I've never had my hands on one, and you haven't either.
No, I actually haven't either yet.
So it was really cool, to see it and how easy and quick it is and stuff. So,
and they actually have some other products in the lineup, too. And he could only show us a little bit of stuff about the new product coming. And he said he's not sure how well.
Don't say it.
it's gonna
told not
work
to.
with
Right.
VR and stuff.
It
He
might,
said
though.
that,
They're
so
working
it
on
might
it.
be awesome,
Yep.
and so we're curious to see about that next product too, which will be really cool. But a lot of people do use these for VR. Like Paradise Decay uses them. I know when he does his videos, because the quality of the Quest and the Rift S mic are, we all know, not great. I mean, right now, really the only VR headset that has that killer microphone is the Index.
Yeah.
And even he was like,
Yeah.
it was kind of a bummer that the Index mic was so good,
Yeah, he did.
because, there's really not much of a need for this for the Index.
Right.
But I mean, it works great for the Quest, the Rift S, Vive, all that kind of stuff for recording stuff and all that. It works great. So really curious to check that thing out.
Gaming
Probably slap
science
it on the
teacher
Quest.
wanted to know, ask the space team, is it coming to Quest?
Oh, yeah.
It is, yeah.
So we have a lot of Spaceteam VR footage, actually. If you don't know what that is, I am going to throw
It's a
the
lot of
trailer
fun.
here on the background.
It's so much fun.
There it is.
It just checks all the boxes, I know, for Sean and I.
It was
and even
It was
more.
tough there though. In that
Well, right.
setting, it was a little bit tough. They were having a little bit of network problems, and we were playing it at the loudest time of the day. When we were playing, it was when all that Nintendo chants and stuff were going on. It was crazy loud. In this game, you have to use cooperative gameplay, or you can't do anything. I mean,
Right.
it's completely based off of working together.
Yep.
Honestly, this would probably be a good game for like a gaming science teacher, for school platforms of showing teamwork.
That's
I mean,
true.
because this game
Team
really,
building,
I mean,
yeah.
you can't, team building stuff.
Sure.
You can't, do this game without using teamwork,
Right.
Communication skills. You have to
point.
communicate back and forth. And basically, the gist of this game is I think it's up to 6 people, and you have tasks that you have to do. And up on the screen above you will give you a task that you have to do, and you have things on your board that might not fit what needs to happen on your screen. So you have to
Right.
communicate with the other people
To have
and
them
see
help.
if they have those
Yep.
things on their board to complete the mission thing or whatever that your objective on your screen is.
Which sounds simple. The
It's
principle's
not.
simple.
It's not, because it's not like standard things. It's weird named things and
Yeah.
stuff. So you're like, what is that? And you're trying
You have
to
to
figure
it out as they're saying it. It's like putting a puzzle together, and then
Right.
it gets so fast paced that it's panicky.
Yeah.
Like you start
And
freaking
then,
out.
as you get higher in levels, like a fire breaks out on your board, and you have to use the item, like you have to use the fire extinguisher to put out the fire. You have like a blaster gun. So there's all these elements that, the stress just increases as you go up, and it gets harder, and it starts out a little bit easy, and it's really cool. I actually want to get back in there for
I know.
sure. And the cool thing too with that game is it also has mobile support.
Right.
So it has local mobile support for like cell phone and stuff. So if you're, somebody else wants to jump in there that you don't have enough VR headsets to put everybody
Right.
in or whatever,
Which
you
who
can
does,
do
yeah.
that too. And I don't even remember how many players that go. I think it's
Six. Yep.
Yeah,
Supports
so
6
really
players.
cool, really
Which I'm
cool.
not sure if the mobile replaces one of the 6 or not, but I'm assuming it probably
Yeah,
does.
we didn't see that in action. We didn't see the mobile
Right.
aspect.
They had a lot
played
going on anyways,
into-
yeah.
Yeah, really cool though. I mean,
Yeah.
that was really, and the development team is awesome. They're
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool people.
Yeah, he actually said he wanted to jump in and play with us here.
Yeah,
After
well, he
the show
actually
and
played
stuff.
with us.
He
So one of
did.
the main
We did play
developer
with
guy
him,
jumped
yeah.
in with us when we were doing at the show. But like we said, there was a couple issues, and it was so loud that we could barely hear each other. But
Yep.
yeah, once we are going to jump in with him at some point, actually
Yeah.
at home, and all of us get in there together. Really
Right.
cool. I'm really excited for that game.
Yep.
I think I think it has cross-platform support. I'll have to go
Compatibility, I
back.
think so.
Interview will be out. That
Yep.
should be on there.
Yep. We got to see Orion 13 already too,
Yeah.
which a lot of people seem to like because they had were playing in a seated position.
Yeah.
And maybe for some people, first time VR, that might be a little easier as
A little
well.
better, yeah. I mean, we got some footage that if you watch that interview, that is one of the videos that
Yep.
we did get out, which was a really good interview. We appreciate
Yeah,
Scott
absolutely.
going through that with us. And the one girl that was playing, I mean, she
Oh, man.
goes so hard at the game. He said that she was playing the other day, and people were putting it on Snapchat and like all
Right.
kinds. I mean,
She
she
said
gets
her
super into it.
her shoulders
Yeah,
were sore,
said
that she
her
didn't know
shoulders
she
were
could do it
sore.
again.
Yeah, but I mean, she smacked it. I was so nervous. I was like watching that TV, and I was like, oh my goodness, like she is gonna smash that TV because she's just, I mean, she is going to town.
Hey,
And-
I've been there, man. I know how it is
yeah,
breaking
but I mean, she
controllers.
did hit the
I get it.
controllers on the desk a couple times.
Yep.
Luckily, it was CV1 controllers,
Right.
which those things are tanks. They're hard to break. You
True.
can take down a wall with those things. But,
Yep, I know.
talking about Spaceteam VR real quick, though, I think they said the release date is going to be April for that game. So it's coming soon.
Yeah.
Is going to be on Quest, is going to be on Steam, Oculus, as well as later coming to PlayStation VR. So
Right.
really, really cool. So
I know.
keep an eye out for that footage. We are hopefully going to get that up today
We
or
will.
tomorrow. I
Yep.
don't know.
Yep,
That
we
is
will.
really cool, really exciting stuff.
I know. Yeah, there's still a ton of stuff we even want to hit there. We had some other cool interviews too.
Yeah.
We'll let some of those slide
one
out
of
too.
the, yeah, I mean, I mean, like some peripheral stuff that we're gonna get some footage of.
Stuff we've never seen.
Yeah, stuff we haven't seen. So there was that college. There was an interview where you actually did the interview on that one, and I was behind the camera, so I didn't catch everything that was going on. I'm not the best cameraman. So.
I had to make him film one, so we got to get his feet wet. So.
Yeah, so we'll see how that turns out. That should hopefully be up to date too. But some really cool people. I mean, really one of the best parts about being here is just talking to the people, talking to the development team, talking just to gamers that are.
That's my favorite part, man.
Like,
all the flat gamers and stuff trying it for the first time. The lines have been nonstop for all the VR free play stuff.
Yeah, they have.
It's so cool to see, and everybody comes out like, whew, like man, that was awesome. Like they don't want to get out.
And you can see a little bit in some of this footage, but I mean, the VR presence at PAX East is huge. I mean, without Sony and Oculus being here, the VR presence is still massive. I mean, it's exciting. It's impressive. Not, I mean, just a lot of people playing. I mean, there's this big area is dedicated to virtual reality and just headsets and booths, set up for people to play. It's really, really cool to see.
I know, yeah. PD said the girl was so scary with the controller, expected the monitor to get smashed too.
That Australian guy?
Yeah, the Australian guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
CV1 controllers, you can't destroy those.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
I wish the
new touch controllers were that beastly. That would be awesome.
Too bad.
Real,
But yeah, we really can't wait to get back.
Yeah,
we'll have some more footage for you.
Yeah, today will be another big day, another busy day. So
I know.
They actually kicked us out last night. Like we said,
we had interviews set up. We were doing
we didn't
lights
realize
and everything.
that like the expo itself, we've got busted by security quite a few times here. I don't know what's going on, but the expo itself closes down at 6 o'clock. So we had some interview stuff set up, and because the developers are like, oh, we'll come at 6. We're gonna stay till whatever time. And so we went over there, and security walked up. Like everybody was leaving.
They didn't. I was standing there talking, and I could see in the distance a wave of security sweeping down the aisles, like 6 of them.
To make sure everybody was out except for the exhibitors themselves.
I saw him coming, and I'm like, I just picture this like 80s movie with like the police stomping down at you, and I'm like, oh crap. I'm like, here we go. You know?
Yeah, he asked me, he was like, do you have an exhibitor's pass? And I was like, oh yeah. And I showed him my PAX 4-day pass, and he was like, no, an exhibitor's pass. And I was like, oh, like I don't have one of those. So he's like, well, you guys can't be here. You got to leave. And I'm like, oh, like we just got a couple more minutes. We're just trying to finish this up. So he's like, all right, go ahead, make it quick. I'll stay with you, and then I'll walk you guys out. So, but we were supposed to meet somebody else after that, and they wouldn't even let us go anywhere. Like we had to be out of that boundary and over into like the play area and stuff, and that was all that was still open. So yeah, it's pretty cool though. The hotel we're staying at actually has a shuttle that runs back and forth between the PAX event and the hotel, which has been really nice.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, really it's been awesome. I mean, we're having a blast.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah. Late night Ubers and stuff coming back, but that's how it goes. Steve asked if you brought your VR camera too.
I did. We brought the Views. We've only, it's the Views XR, so shooting 180 3D video. We only set that up one time so far, but we are going to take that back today. And the camera's kind of weird because it works really good, but I haven't found a good way to move with it. Like I find if I just want to hold it and like walk through the event, which would be really cool to do, it doesn't work well as putting a VR headset on and watching it, especially for new people that you got that false locomotion going through, and it just gets weird. So what I did was I just set it up on the desk at the Spaceteam VR while some people were playing and stuff, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pop it up and set it up at different booths and just compile all that together, hopefully into one VR 180 video. I think it'd be kind of neat.
Oh yeah, yeah, it does. It's
we need
tough
to take that back there today. Make sure we have that. So.
I know. Brandon asked, is Jarhead's the shooting game there? And Jarhead's no.
Is that VR?
Yeah.
Jarheads? Oh, the new one that just came out?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I haven't seen them there. But sometimes we see stuff pop up that we didn't even realize was here.
Right.
And they're like, oh, crap, we got to get over there. We're also going to the 2MD football guys today.
Right.
They are here. Yep. We're going to stop by and see them today. We haven't seen them yet.
Stuff,
yeah, there's so much. So, and Paradise Decay said, I wasn't the biggest fan of Orion 13, but I was very impressed with their setup and layout. And they actually took, if you watch, I'm sure you watched that video where they called you the Australian, but they actually took some of your advice, and they are going to, they're going to figure out a way with because right now the way it works is that if you're standing and you're playing and you move in your physical space, when you walk forward, your character is still walking forward where your forward direction is. So and you can alleviate that in the game by you hold both grip buttons on the touch controllers, and that recenters you. But they are working on getting that switched around to where that's not going to change when you physically turn and stuff like that. So at the event, everybody was playing seated, and I'm sure that was probably just to make it a little bit easier too,
Sure.
because they
Keeps
don't want
everybody in
people
their boundaries and
falling
stuff
over.
too. Yep.
They only have so much space, so I think they had 4 people set up. So if you don't keep them in that seat and you don't have a big space, people are going to be getting punched. I mean, that girl would have punched somebody.
Oh.
If she wouldn't have been sitting in that seat, one of us would have lost a tooth.
I was filming at one point and I got really close and I'm like, this is a bad idea because if she sees something off to her right where I'm, have the Rona now, I'm done. So it was bad news.
No
That was
doubt
pretty
about
funny.
that. So.
Yep. No, but
Yeah.
it is. It's been really fun. So glad we came. But yeah, we'll have some more footage for you here shortly.
Yeah.
Now it's
Oh, Jar Wars, that's what it is.
Oh, Jar
Paradise
Wars,
Decay
yeah.
said it. That's why I was like, what's Jar? Unless
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
another game, I'm not sure what Jarheads is, but
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're talking about Jar Wars, they aren't here. But it is free on Steam. The game's free, so I haven't
Right.
played it yet.
Right.
We actually didn't bring a headset. I really wanted to bring a VR headset,
I
but we
couldn't
just
have.
didn't have space.
I couldn't. I was throwing stuff out. I was
Yeah.
throwing clothes out
Yeah.
before I was coming because I couldn't fit all the gear and stuff.
Yeah,
so
we tried to get a lot of stuff.
gear's
fit
way
in.
more important than something to wear, so it
Yeah,
didn't
for
matter.
sure. So,
Oh yeah, it's been a little wild for us, but do we want to get into some current event stuff?
well, like Oculus buying Sanzaru games.
Or maybe this is the last like VR event that there may be for the next
it's
year.
Probably
I
a
mean,
good thing we came to this. I
oh
don't know.
man, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, with so now what do we got now? So I think the title says GDC Cancelled, which it is canceled, sort of,
Ish.
but they are postponing it. Their plans are
Right.
to postpone it, I think, until summertime. That is what they're trying to do because of this coronavirus.
Yeah.
We've talked about this for 3 weeks in a row now. It just keeps destroying VR.
But I mean, we haven't seen the peak of this yet, so
Yeah.
is summer even far enough at this point?
I
you know?
don't know. So, I mean, I would be surprised at this point if they even make it to summer, like you said. I
Right.
kind of don't see that happening. I mean, they canceled F8. F8 is another one that just got canceled. And
know.
F8 is when? F8 is
Gosh,
May?
quiz
I think
me on
F8
dates.
is
I have
in
a list.
May. I mean, that's pretty
Might be.
close to
Right.
summertime anyway. So, I
Right.
mean, I don't know that GDC is going to happen this year.
think
And I don't
so.
know that Oculus Connect is going to happen this year. I don't know that E3 is going to happen this year. I don't know. I mean, this
yes,
is.
I mean, are we pushing that far? That's my worry too.
I was nervous that PAX was going to get canceled, and even when Sony and Oculus pulled out, we were kind of like, should we still go? And we're like, you know what? We can't get our money back for our plane tickets. We can't get our money back for our PAX tickets. The hotel's booked. Let's just
Right.
go. And I'm glad we did because it's been pretty
Absolutely.
great. And you do see some people walking around with face masks and stuff like that. Not a ton of people.
No.
I mean, a couple people here and there.
Handful.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. I don't know. I mean, but they are doing a really good job of keeping things clean.
Oh,
too. I mean,
yeah.
they're
Everybody with the VR
constantly-
headsets, oh my gosh,
And
they're
even
wiping them all off.
The facility themselves, they're constantly wiping down handrails, everything. I mean, you see
Constantly.
cleaning people constantly trying to keep things clean, which is good. So, I mean, that's been.
Oh yeah, and everybody like with all the VR headsets, I've either seen them use the interchangeable. They have those little like white medical looking bands that go around your ears. You
Yeah.
put them on, and then the
Oh, for
face
the
mask goes on
headsets?
that. Yeah, they're on
Yeah,
Amazon.
yep.
And then others are just wiping them down with like
I think they do
cleaner
both in
every
a lot
time.
of them. If they don't have those, like a lot of, I think Creed had the ones that go around your face and then around your ears,
Yep.
and then they were wiping
So
everything
did
down
Orion.
in between. They were wiping
Yep.
down the controllers, they were wiping down the face gaskets. A lot of them were running VR covers. Saw a
Yep.
lot of VR covers.
Space Team
stuff
had
there.
VR covers,
Yeah, they had VR
which is nice
covers.
because those are easily cleanable.
Yeah.
And then they're also wiping those down every single time, controllers down every time. So it's really good to see,
Yeah.
which we expected. But
Yeah, I figured.
But it's nice,
But I
yeah.
mean, it's good to see that they're doing their best to make sure everybody, they're keeping everything clean, everybody's staying
Absolutely.
as safe as possible.
Yep.
So
yeah,
but I mean,
Yeah,
so
it's cool.
far,
Crazy.
yeah. So, yeah.
400,000.
Oculus Connect in the fall. Yeah, I'm a little worried about Oculus Connect.
I know.
So Paradise Decay, if you want to get into Sanzaru games a little bit, getting bought, Paradise Decay
right.
said Oculus buys Valve next. So
I know.
I don't know if they got enough money for that.
Yeah,
but,
Facebook's just going to buy the internet too, I think.
yeah, Facebook is
ridiculous.
Just, they're taking over.
I know, which I get. I mean, I don't know. Him and I kind of got into almost a little argument
we
this
said,
morning
let's
about
save
it.
this discussion for a little bit later.
I know. Not an argument. I mean,
So really what it comes down to is Facebook buying up these Beat Games, Sanzaru Games. They're
Right.
buying up all these game development companies. Is that a good thing for us? Is that a bad thing for us?
as consumers, right?
How does that affect, the Quest? How does that affect PC VR? What does the future look like for VR with them buying up all these? Asgard's Wrath,
I know.
Beat Saber, some of the biggest titles in
Sure,
VR.
sure.
They're huge for VR. They really are, and they're.
agree.
Asgard's Wrath is one of the most gorgeous games I've ever seen in VR.
I get it.
I mean,
100%.
It's
Yep.
absolutely fantastic.
I know. To me, I think it's a good thing. This is what we got into this morning. And I think it's a great thing. Maybe not great, but I think it's a good thing that Oculus is investing in developers and VR going forward. I think Sean, on the other hand, feels that they're going to turn them around and focus them on mobile.
I mean, I'm
I don't know.
perfectly fine with Oculus, Facebook investing money into VR.
Sure.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. You know, that's why we have some of these really big titles.
We do, right.
That's where it came from. I am totally okay with them giving Sanzaru Games X amount of dollars to create another fantastic game to make in VR. That's awesome. But
Right.
for them to buy the whole studio, that's what makes me nervous. Like, and another thing that I'm nervous about is, you know, I love my Oculus Quest. I absolutely do. I use that thing almost every day now. You know, me and my wife are doing some fitness stuff in there, and we'll get into that a little bit too, maybe. I got a story.
We're a
for
limited
you.
time here because
we are limited time. We're
yeah.
getting kicked out of this space in like, I don't know, 45 minutes or something 30
like that.
minutes, something like
Yeah.
that. But what was I saying? Oh, my Quest. So
Yes.
I'm a little bit worried that, you know, with them buying these big studios, I don't want them to buy these big studios and be like, okay, we need you to focus on making a Quest game. Like, that's all we want you to do. Don't even worry about PC VR. Make the
Right.
best Quest game you can, which would be awesome. But I'm in the camp of let's build this fantastic PC VR game and port it to Quest.
Right.
To me, that's what, because I mean,
know that's what you think.
I love PC VR. You know, I
agree.
love the crispy graphics.
Right.
and
I
just
love the forward
fantastic-
progression, the top of the
Yeah.
line. I know. I get
So
that.
that's what worries me, and it also worries me is, are they going to point what direction they want them to go for a game? Are they going to take some of their creativity freedom away from them? Are they, you know, I would rather them like give them money to still be an independent developer and create something
But like
fantastic.
fund them, back them.
Yeah,
Right.
like they
I
have
get
in the
that.
past. Like it's a shift from what they used to do to where they would give a development team a bunch of money to make X game, Robo Recall, whatever, you know, to where
look,
now it's like we're just going to buy the whole company.
I know. But I mean, we've seen good stuff out of them though. I mean,
Who?
Oculus.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, Stormland. I mean,
But that wasn't.
well, it was funded.
But Sony bought them.
Well, true.
Sony bought that
I
company.
know, right. But
So-
see, Sony's also investing in stuff
and
too.
It's another
So it's
thing
not
of
a
maybe
bad
they
move.
want to get them before somebody else does.
Exactly, that's what
I mean,
always
Valve
happens.
might buy up somebody. Sony could buy up
I
somebody.
know. I forget who. Maybe it was
Microsoft's
PD.
going to buy up all these companies for
I
VR
get
games
it,
because
I know.
they, you know. Oh no, wait, they're not going to. No, they're not. But
No, I think to me, I feel like that what it will do, and even if it turns mobile, that doesn't bother me because it makes good games that is going to grow VR as a whole. So I just feel like, you know, right now the hot ticket is the Quest. And the Quest is that springboard to PC VR. So what is wrong with having triple A games for what the Quest can run, or Quest 2 in the future, to bring more people to VR and grow, you know, our community?
And I mean, if
So-
mobile gets good enough, you know, this XR2 chip,
Right.
XR3,
It gets closer
XR4,
and closer,
XR5,
you know?
I mean, we may not have PC VR anymore. I don't know.
I
but
think we'll always have PC
Oh,
VR
do we?
because PC is always going to supersede mobile. I mean,
clicked
always.
a button. I lost
But
chat.
I feel like it's not a bad thing. Any progression, and I get, you know, for us and most of
Yeah.
us probably watching maybe more into PC VR. So it is scary because sure, we may lose a PC developer, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just,
in the world?
I'm excited for the investment in it, first and foremost. To know that Oculus is all in on progression VR, that we're not gonna, you know, maybe, we still haven't seen any affirmation of like a Quest 2 yet. I mean, yes, we all think it's coming, but you know, this kind of solidifies for me that they're investing big money towards VR in the future.
Yeah, and I'm happy for that. I mean, I want them to invest money.
Right.
Let's see what some people are saying in chat.
Yeah, I know.
My video keeps changing to a different video. You're doing that?
No,
I don't know what is going on. It keeps like.
Yep, Greg's VR coming in late. That's all right. We were late too, man.
Yeah.
Definitely catch the beginning of the show. It was pretty funny what happened.
Yeah, it's got a crazy morning for sure. So,
Gaming science teacher, she thinks it's a good sign for the future of VR about investing and stuff, and I agree.
connected to my phone.
And I know she's a big Quest fan too, so you know it only probably will help her. But that's kind of my point. Like I feel like anybody who's into the PC VR is more scared of that, but I think that's okay. I mean, because a lot of stuff we see coming to Quest 2, you even still get to play on PC. Not all of them, but a lot of them.
I just prefer for it to be built for PC VR, so we get that. You know, it doesn't make sense to me to build for Quest and then port it to PC VR.
It does for them financially.
I guess. I don't know. But I mean, you're going to be losing a lot if it's coming to Quest first and then a direct port over to PC VR. It's easier probably, but you know, you're going to, I don't know. I will have to see what happens for sure. But,
I know.
but
I made a comment on it, and Fluke, which, you know, I really trust his opinion and stuff, you know, on our Discord, And instantly he came back and said, "Oh, it's a horrible idea," and it made me even rethink it. So I sat there all night and thought about it.
Depends on what camp you're into exactly. If you only have a Quest, and we don't even know because I don't know for sure how much Oculus is really abandoning PC VR. I know there's been some talk about it in the past, and I've thought that for a while, but it's not. I don't know for sure. We could still get maybe if we still have an Oculus Connect and an F8 somehow, or they do an online stream.
That's
for
what
F8,
I think they should do 100%.
I think if we get Horizons, Facebook Horizons, they should build a conference inside VR where we all get to go to F8 and hang out with each other. We all put our headsets on, or you stream it on your TV. And see what
even better, we could host it for them.
Right.
Bring all you guys with us.
Yeah, but that's what I think they could really do. But we don't know what their real plans are. We've seen half-dome prototypes, like 3 of them now, and so they still could be working on a Rift 2 that they're not done with PC VR yet. But they see what Valve is doing with Half-Life Alyx. They see what the Index is doing, still sold out and stuff, and maybe they're not done with PC VR like we thought. But I do want to get into the chat a little bit. Brandon said, exclusive sell headsets. It's the inside-out ecosystem strategy. Kev Gret said, exclusives are good unless it affects you personally.
Right,
Rudel
exactly.
Zavedno said, Quest is the PC VR killer, which, if they keep, what they're doing on a Snapdragon 835 chip in the Quest still blows my mind. Every time I go in there.
Now we're going to double that,
and
essentially.
I see, it's absolutely fantastic what they've done with that chip. So, it could be. If they keep progressing mobile VR like that, it almost might make people not need a $1,000 PC anymore.
Sure.
I don't know. But
I just don't think it's going to kill it. I don't think it's going to kill PC VR.
And luckily, Hogan Zero says, "Hey everyone, I have my coffee ready," which that's
good.
Fantastic.
I know. I'm getting low too.
Yeah, we did have a big box of coffee.
Oh my gosh, we did. We had a box of coffee too.
Since we're coming into a restaurant area, we couldn't bring outside drinking. So
I know. I'm so excited. I'm like, yes. Ordered a box of coffee, got it, and we got turned down.
Yeah. So Brandon said the early arms race is fun. Hogan Zero says Quest 2 will capitalize on standalone and PC connectivity, which I've honestly thought in the past that we will never see another Quest, a Go, or a Rift, and it'll be all in one. It'll do everything in one headset. It'll do standalone. It'll connect wirelessly to a PC.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm really curious to see what Oculus's next move is hardware-wise. I really, really am.
I agree. So, it is. It's going to be an all-in-one for sure. It'll definitely be. I just,
custom barista
we're still
going to see
other headsets and stuff. Thank you. We'll tip you.
We've got to
later.
Switch that when you drink yours black. I drink mine with a little bit of milk and stuff in it. Fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know. Headset-wise, I think you're going to have companies like Valve who are going to attack. We may see it as standalone out of Valve when the Qualcomm chip comes out.
Standalone out of Valve? I don't know. That one would surprise me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Really?
Prove me wrong. I'd be fantastic. I would love
I
one,
think if it catches up close enough, they will. Except Valve is all about pushing the boundaries. Their big, AAA games are about pushing the future. So it would seem like a step backwards for them. But if the market's big enough, and they see all these Quest on there connected to Steam VR, they may see an opportunity. We'll see.
Yeah, so Brandon said devs sell more copies when their product is released on more headsets. Exclusives don't equate to more copies sold, which in turn is less revenue. Corp subsidizing development is the monkey wrench. So yeah, and Hogan Zero says definitely not abandoning PC VR. Facebook wants both sides. Look at the update to link and updates to come, which is a great way to get into the next topic.
It would be like Facebook saying, okay, we're not going to do our website anymore. You can't access Facebook from websites, mobile only. You know what I mean? Kind of the same principle.
Yeah.
I don't know why narrow yourself down. I understand they're trying to sell headsets, but at the same time,
and Limbo Zero said we just want open VR XR support for all devices.
Yep, I agree. I've always said that. I feel like headsets should be standalone monitors. But
Greg's VR said give that barista a raise.
Right, I know.
Okay, so before we get into the topic of some updates to the Quest stuff, which has been absolutely much needed for too long, talking a little bit about the workout stuff. I'll get into the funny story, even though this makes me look terrible. That's okay. I'm okay with that. It happens. So every morning we've been getting up early. Me and my wife have been doing some workout stuff, and we've been incorporating virtual reality into our workouts, doing box VR, Thrill of the Fight, and stuff like that. And the other morning, my wife is really, really good at box VR. Honestly, she is good. And I, for my workouts, I usually tend to prefer Thrill of the Fight because of just how intense it is. You got somebody in your face. It's like, man, I don't even think about how hard I'm going, you know?
Right.
So, and I do play Box VR some too, and it's a lot of fun. Well, she's really good. Like I said, so she is really good at this game. So there is a multiplayer aspect of Box VR where you can go and you don't see the other person, but you see their score. You play the same song, same set of songs,
Trying to beat
and your
them.
score, you know, shows the score back and forth. And so we started out the game, and you know, we were pretty even. You know, I kind of jumped ahead, she kind of jumped ahead. You know, we had a little bit back and forth, and then you know, it's hard to look at the score because you're focused and you don't want to miss anything. And in the game, you know, it counts for how many times you don't miss, you know, your force, where you're hitting on the circles and stuff, so your accuracy counts. So there's a lot of aspects that go into the score. So I don't always focus on the score. I kind of, in between songs and stuff, I peek up and I'm like, oh man, we're doing, you know, pretty close, back and forth, back and forth. It goes to the next song, I look up and I'm like, she's like doubled my score. I'm like, what is going on? Like literally doubled my score within like another song.
Sure.
So I'm like, all right, you know, I'm going hard. Like there's no way I can let this happen. So we go to the next song, we got some back and forth, and she's like, my controller's dying. I just got a warning for my controller's low. And I'm like, in Box VR, which is one thing they do need to fix, is that you can't pause the game.
Right.
You can't step
It keeps
out of your
going.
boundaries.
Yeah.
It pauses the song, and you can't go back to the song. You have to start over.
Oh, that's right.
So there's no way for her to swap out batteries. You know, super intense moment. Her controller's dying. She can't swap out batteries. It is what it is.
Yep.
So she's like, I'm just going to keep going. She's like, I'm going to kick your butt with one controller. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Right.
You know, right. Like, that's going to happen. So her controller shuts off. She's like, I have one controller now. One controller shut off. So she's missing everything with that hand. So then, you know, it pops back on for a little bit, and then it shuts off again. So she's literally down to one controller. I'm like, man, this is awesome, because there's no way I'm getting beaten out.
Right.
Still beat me. Still beat my
Killed you.
score on the last song with one controller. I did catch up. I closed the gap. I did close that gap. She didn't have my score doubled, but it was not good, so... I'm pretty sure she took a picture of her, but she gets like hundreds, like 100% all the time.
Right.
Where, like, I miss a couple here and there. Like, I don't know, like sometimes my duck, like my side duck dodge isn't low enough. I lose my streak, but
gotta get on beat, on par, and stuff like that.
Lower? I thought so.
Yeah, they're setting the mood.
Yeah, setting the mood, which might affect our camera quality even more, but that's okay.
Right.
But yeah, so hopefully nobody's making fun of me in chat. I gotta scroll down. VR Wife Life said, love Box VR. But on that topic though, that is a segue into something else we want to talk about a little bit, which I want to talk about any game that adds any kind of multiplayer co-op support.
Right.
Fantastic. I love it. Synth Riders VR does now have
cool update.
a multiplayer.
Yep. It's so cool.
And I haven't went into it yet, so I don't know what it is, but it's another great workout game. You know, GT talks about Synth Riders all the time. You know, there are a lot of big Synth Riders fans, which, you know, my wife has it on her Quest. I've played it on hers quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, a little bit here and there. So, actually, I need to play that a whole lot more because I can't let her kick my game.
You better practice before you let her try it, man, before she gets into it.
So, yeah, I don't know if I'll take the title back in Box VR or not.
Getting schooled over here. It's awesome.
Man,
I love it.
Sorry.
At least I'm not the only one doing it.
That's terrible. We were all about VR. We love VR. We have a VR show, and then I get my butt kicked by my wife in Box VR. It's a super
Takes that ego notch down a little.
And don't forget, Mad Wookie said, don't forget, Creed has multiplayer that you can box each other with. We've been talking about that.
Yep, I know.
So I think we are both going to get Creed on both headsets on two accounts so that we can play
That's
each other.
intense. And to watch people, too, at PAX playing it, oh my gosh, is it cool.
Is it illegal to punch your wife in virtual reality? That's legal, right? I mean,
come on.
If she gets mad at me and like calls the cops
this is
and
why
says
she
he was
beat you
just
in
punching me, technically she wouldn't be lying, but it wasn't in real life. I don't know what the laws are going to have to change around this whole virtual reality thing. I don't know what that means.
That's horrible.
Yeah, Paradise Decay says Synth Riders is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fantastic game. It really is.
Good music.
So I'm excited to get into that. And I think we probably will pick up Creed multiplayer and Synth Riders to play together. It's so much fun to play together.
Too bad they don't have a multiplayer here at PAX, too. That would be fun.
As far as
like opposing, like for a Creed.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
I didn't
they had people playing each other.
2 or 3 booths set up for Creed Rise of Glory, but they weren't fighting each other. They were doing some training and they were doing like a fight. With
it would be hard with people that hadn't played it probably too.
Yeah,
and
the
timing
internet
them
here
up.
is so tough. So I don't know
hard.
how well they do that.
Land, but
Yeah. Did I lose my chat again?
Man.
Or I might be behind.
What?
I don't know. My phone's being
It's
weird.
tough. Yeah, we've been dealing with internet issues here. We've been dealing with everything here. It's a little crazy.
It's been insane.
Yep.
It has been absolutely insane. So what's the next topic of the day? We got a little bit, probably not much time left just because they're kicking us out.
Let's see. What's a good one?
But the Oculus updates.
Oh yeah, to
We do need
Quest.
to get into
Oh
that.
man, so good. And it's
Yeah.
all the things we have been crying
Yeah.
about that they needed to fix, all in one update. Almost, I think
Have
everything.
You probably haven't got the update yet either.
No.
I
Nope.
checked before we left because, like I said, I didn't bring my
I'm
Quest
always
with me.
late on the updates, man.
You're always late on everything.
I'm not always late. Come on.
So you made us late to our 5 o'clock appointment yesterday.
What? Why did I make us
I don't
late?
know. But anyways, so I was looking for the update. Hopefully some people are starting to get this update. I know I was looking, so we left
so good.
Thursday. I would have been looking Wednesday. And I
Yeah.
probably checked Thursday morning too because we did play. That was actually the time that she kicked my butt with one hand in Box VR was Thursday before we left for the show. I don't know, whatever. Let's get off that topic.
He cries about this every night, I think.
I do. It hurts me
man, it's
inside.
awful.
But,
It's
so the big thing for Oculus Link is that the Quest microphone has
Yes.
been re-enabled for use with Link, which was terrible.
Why did they
Oh,
not have
it's so
that
terrible.
enabled anyways? Like,
So
I
if
get
you
it.
are getting this, I think this is what, update 14 now or something? I don't even
13?
know. No,
Is it 13 or 14? I don't know.
I don't know. I think
Someone will
it's
know
14,
in chat.
maybe 15.
Yeah.
I don't
Is
know.
it that
But so the Quest microphone has been re-enabled. A dedicated Oculus Link button has been added to the Oculus Quest menu bar for jumping into Link quicker and easier.
Which was huge.
Similarly, a button was added to the dash belt that allows you to quickly exit Link when using it, which is good because
Yeah.
sometimes, I'm like connecting, like, because if I put my headset on and it's
I
in
know.
Quest mode, and it was just kind of weird to go back
Bounces
and forth.
you
So it
around.
sounds good that they've somewhat streamlined
Sure.
that process. They really did need to do that.
Yep.
Link audio and microphone volume controls have been added to Dash and the Oculus Desktop app, which is fantastic.
How did they not have these day one? Like,
I don't know. Moving forward, Oculus Link no
14.
longer requires that Quest software and the PC software have matching version numbers, which how big of a pain in the butt. I mean,
Oh
you
my
could be
gosh,
on
I know.
Reddit
Oh, it doesn't
and
work.
everybody be like, all of a sudden my link doesn't work, and it's like, well, you got to make sure you're not on the public test channel. You got to make sure that both of them are on the same software.
never got that.
You can't push out. I mean, even though the updates are supposed to be better on Quest, you still have to wait for them to push them out, and they push them out in waves.
but if they had
not
that,
everybody
if
gets
they had
them.
that lined up, why would they not push out the updates at the same time,
I
forced to
don't
all
know.
devices?
I think
like,
a lot of times they try to push them out in waves in case there's like a big issue, so that they can stop it from
Sure.
being mass,
I understand
mass
that. I get
hysteria
that.
all over Reddit. Well, why doesn't my stuff work?
Right.
So
or do it
that'll
like
be nice.
betas where you opt into it.
Yeah.
Say, do you want to update? And then if they're not
Yeah.
on the same, it's your fault.
So there is a little bit of a stipulation here. It does say, however, the two software versions must be within one version of each other. For example, the
Yeah, but
link
whose
will
wouldn't
function
be?
when the Quest is on software 14 and the PC is on software 15, or the PC software is on 14 and the Quest software is on 13. It will not work if Quest is on version 13 and PC is on 15.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
So,
sure. I
yeah.
totally get that. But
So that's
whose
a little
wouldn't
better.
be?
I mean, it's a little better. It's super frustrating for somebody that only has a Quest to play, PC VR on, and all of a sudden this new game comes out and I can't play it.
Well, I had to
because
wait.
they
I had to
don't
wait
update.
2 days on the update for my Quest to be able to use Link, and I'm like, what the heck? I kept updating, trying to force it and stuff. It wouldn't go, and
Yeah.
it was driving me crazy. Never got that. Didn't make sense to
Fresh
me,
cup.
but that's how it goes.
We're gonna
Yeah,
be
they
nice
still
and
have to be
jacked
within
up.
one version, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't think. The second you turn your computer on to connect it, wouldn't it force an update anyways if you were that far behind? I mean, I would think so, but
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, I
the
guess you
Quest.
could not
It's the
do
Quest,
it.
really, that's usually kind of hard to get
Well,
the
Quest,
updates,
sure, but the
yeah.
PC, I mean.
So,
you
I mean,
wouldn't be
it's an
looking at it.
improvement, no doubt about it. It's an
Yeah.
improvement, so that's
The
definitely a
mic
nice
stuff.
thing.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that's huge. I just never got that. We had such a struggle with that too.
Yeah.
And made me angry.
Yep. Pretty crazy. So that is good news. Good news. Good things are happening. And that was what somebody mentioned earlier. They're not abandoning PC VR, and that is true. Hopefully that is the case because of Link stuff. There's
Sure.
going to be a lot more people that can use PC VR games because of Link.
Yep.
So
And this
fantastic.
probably all had to happen, and maybe this is a good sign that we're going to see Facebook Horizon coming too, because they have to have all that working before that drops.
I'm telling
so.
you, man, F8 in VR.
coming.
I want F8 in VR.
I know.
We could have saved a ton of money by not having to go to F8 if we can all just attend it in our
Well,
VR
and get to
headsets.
hang out with everybody too. Like
Yeah.
it's a dual everything. I
and
mean, it's great.
Make all the people that don't have VR headsets jealous that they don't get to attend it. And then they
Sure.
can watch it on a screen, but they're not there. They're not in it.
I mean, like Half-Life Alex, everyone's jealous and hating on VR
Kinda
because they can't
bummed
play
that,
it.
I was really hoping Half-Life Alyx we were going to get to play at PAX East, and
Right.
unless it's like in some hidden room that you have to find the key for and all this
Sure.
stuff, we haven't found it yet.
Might
So.
want to move your mic up a little.
Up.
Yeah. A little off here. There you go.
Yeah, we found with these Rode Wireless Go's, they work fantastic, but the only issue we had is I was putting in the center at one point in time, and I looked down, and it like contacted my Adam's apple and made like a weird noise on the recording.
Yeah, like a
So that's it.
reverberation, like
Yeah,
a
it
vibrating.
actually picked up the vibrations.
Super
which is
weird.
kinda
So sorry if
crazy.
that does happen.
Yeah. So I'm gonna switch over to the movie theater.
Yeah.
Now let's show this. This is I thought was kind of interesting. We're not gonna be in here. For this
Faking
show.
being in the same location. Yeah, right. I know.
Yeah, we're not faking it this time.
Nope. Yeah, we can't. We actually, we can't even be in this
and
scene
experience a growing collection
because of that either.
mind-bending virtual art.
But
Let me know if this echoes.
Step
Hopefully it
into a painting.
true.
Surround yourself with fantastic sounds
doesn't. This looks
and
cool.
experience
So
art
colorful.
in a new way as you interact, watch it evolve, and take form.
That's cool.
Explore the new, evolving collection at exhibition parties. Enjoy the experience with friends from around the world, and make new ones in a gallery you can visit from anywhere. Join the community of explorers and artists who are creating a new kind of immersive art showcase in the Museum of Other Realities.
I thought that was kind of cool. It gives you a glimpse of what Facebook Horizons could be.
Sure.
I mean, but the F8 or something like that.
Right.
You know, it talked about connecting with people and bringing them in. I feel like that could be the future of these big conferences.
Well,
How
sure
much
it
money
can
would it
be.
save everybody?
Right.
I mean, really.
And be more interactive for people.
Yeah.
Because sitting here, watching on YouTube or something, it doesn't really do it justice. But when you're in those conference halls, and it's on stage, or you see somebody right in front of you showing you something, or hearing them speak and move and talk,
Absolutely.
it's just so different. So it really would be cool. I really hope they do. I really like the environments in there too, with
I
the
look forward to
lobbies
that
with
kind of
people and stuff.
I just love that kind of stuff. I think it's really cool.
I know.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't know. And if we talk about, we're talking about PC and VR and all that stuff. Let me see.
Oh, Mark P said he just downloaded this. It's on Viveport Infinity.
Oh, nice.
Nice, that's cool.
So a little bit of footage of the Freediver Triton Down, which is a fantastic game on the PC that has been ported to Quest and that is available now. And this video shows just a little bit of the comparison.
The difference, yeah.
And it seems, I haven't played this on Quest yet, and it does seem pretty drastic. Looking at the water textures and all of this stuff, this is one of those games that to me, just in videos, looks like a pretty drastic difference.
Oh,
but
sure.
Fantastic game. It's
still a good
sure
experience.
It's still excellent on Quest as well, but
Yep.
but this is one of those things that makes me just want them awesome visuals that we get, a little
I
bit
know.
higher in PC VR.
We are seeing some of them still. I mean, Red Matter was gorgeous. You know what I mean?
But I mean, it's never going to be as good as
It never will be as good. No, absolutely not. No,
but
nor
yeah,
would I
they're
expect it
getting
to
there.
be.
XR2, man.
Really want to get back in there and start doing
it's
those
great.
workouts again.
I mean,
know.
it's excellent workouts
Yep.
as long as you don't sweat so much you kill your headset. But
Yep, I agree. I know.
yeah, pretty cool.
Yep.
Well, we should probably get close to wrapping the show up because they're going to be kicking us out of here soon, and we do have to get back to the PAX show floor. But we really did just want to take some time to talk with you guys and let you know what's been going on here. And
we may try and do a live stream from the show. So if you haven't, subscribe because you'll just get the notification. We're not going to do anything before, push it out there, or anything.
Yeah, and spread the word about the channel. Hopefully, we can get some more people subscribing and stuff. Really help some of the developers out. That's one of the reasons we wanted to come here is just to talk to some people and get some of their products out. We have some cool stuff things that just aren't really super known about yet.
Right.
So we're looking forward to just helping them get their name out there a little bit, their product out there a little bit. So that is one thing.
I just love seeing people playing VR that have never played it before at events like this.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go to a lot of places and play VR for free, and try multiple games.
To get here for free.
Well, sure.
Tickets,
Like,
but it is
true,
still.
true.
I mean, a lot of people come here for the flat game. They come here for the Nintendo. They come here for the Animal Crossing. And
Right.
And there's a ton of cool PC build stuff. I mean, gaming chairs. Elgato's here. I mean, there's just all kinds of really cool stuff.
I know.
But a lot of those people come here for that stuff, and they're like, man, that VR. Those people look like they're having fun. I want
walking past, and it's like, what are they playing? Like, sniping something, or slicing, or whatever they're doing. It's just because you get to see somebody. Everyone else is just sitting. Which it's sad to say, just sitting at a computer playing a game. You know what I mean?
They're just so isolated. Microsoft talks about how VR isn't, what do they say, like community, whatever. But it's like, when you see those people play, they're all just, and it's fine. But when you see these things where there are a bunch of people playing Star Trek Bridge Crew and stuff. Those people are having a genuine experience with other people at the event. I know. Just the memories that creates and stuff. I think it's really cool.
I do too. Yeah. I just really hope that a lot of people at PAX are trying, and they are, but just to spread it, you know, it's super exciting to see. I'm so pumped about that. And I really do want to get back and talk to people coming out. Like, I feel like to me, that's the most rewarding experience. Super chats,
awesome,
back to the music. Oh no. Rizzle Rock and Will Flourish. Man, appreciate that. I don't know, did Rizzles must not have come through, huh?
I don't know how these. It's weird because we're streaming from a completely different PC than what we normally do. But huge thank you to Rizzle Rock. He said, "Cannolis, get one."
Right? I know.
Will Flourish said,
that'd be
"Enjoyed
good.
the show. We definitely appreciate the super chats. Thank you so much."
It's hard, and we
We'll get some
really want to
cannolis.
just like space out and be gamers there, but at the same time, we have to do everyone else justice. It's hard because we want to just go and play stuff and like
And we
enjoy
do.
it like
we
everyone
get
else.
to some.
We do.
get to
We
some.
do
But we
get
were
to
gonna
some.
play Smush TV, which is actually
Yes.
a multiplayer game, one person flat and one person in VR. Hopefully, gonna get some footage of that. We do have an appointment set up with them, and hopefully an interview with the developer and stuff. Super exciting.
I know.
It's really, really exciting. We can't wait to get back there, and we definitely appreciate the super chats. And
We do.
everything. And,
We need to get a picture out. Maybe we'll post that on our Discord too of all the games that are being played because they're running. It's funny, you know, they're
VR,
running.
yeah.
So they're running the Vive headsets in this one free play area, and you can play whatever game you want. I mean, they have a list of them, but it's about half Oculus and half Steam, right?
Yeah, probably,
So I mean, a pretty good mix of games, good stuff too.
Oh yeah, all good games.
Which is really cool to see. But all of them are being played on the Valve Index.
In that section, yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny because on the map we have another picture.
I don't know
it
how
says
they got
Oculus
so many
VR,
Valve,
but
you know,
know,
but Oculus isn't there
Right.
obviously, but yeah, I don't know how they got so many Valve indexes. It's like, this is awesome.
I mean, if Valve was smart when Oculus said they canceled,
Yeah,
that
they
ship
shipped
button
a whole
would have
bunch
went
of-
immediately.
they
you
can't even
know?
get those to people that have orders, you know what I
I
mean?
know,
It's
I get it.
crazy. It's
I
crazy.
know.
So.
Yeah, but they got to have them sitting around. I mean, they have to. So
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, super exciting. We're gonna end this show and we're gonna get back over there. And
yeah, we really do appreciate all the likes, all the
Yeah,
support,
yeah,
everyone waiting
seriously.
around. We're sorry we did have a little delay on it.
Yeah, we did have a delay.
Yeah, the security
We
thing
got
was
caught by
hilarious.
security, yeah. So we got busted.
I wish we were lying about all this stuff. Like, I
Yeah.
wish it was like easy and, you know, we just hit the on button and recorded, but
It's a lot more work sometimes going live than what it seems. But, you know, we could have recorded this, you know, whatever, and put it up as a premiere, but we wanted to take time to just be live like we normally do because we look forward to the show every week. You know, we talk about that. So we just like hanging out with everybody, seeing what people are thinking in chat, and, you know, hopefully we'll get you some more good footage out here pretty soon. So.
We definitely will. Yeah, stay tuned. Please hit the notification button if you guys haven't. I'm really going to try and go live. I really want at least some cell phone footage. We may not have, you know.
Just walking around the show floor maybe a little bit.
Yep. If you guys like stuff like that, we'll try and do that.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Let us know here. Yeah.
Hopefully that works out
Yeah.
okay. So
I think it
we'll
will.
find out. But yeah, again, thank you so much, and we will see you from the PAX East show floor maybe.
Yes, we're trying. I'm
Hopefully.
going to force it. I'm going to make him do it. Make
gonna
him
hide.
shoot something too for once.
Yeah.
Twice.
I only shoot stuff in VR.
All right. Well, appreciate it. Thank you,
Yeah,
Rizzle.
thanks so
Appreciate
much.
all the love.
Yep.
Appreciate the super chats as always. We really do. Hopefully chat works after this.
Less than a month till Half-Life Alyx. Still can't believe it.
I know, right? I said that before. Like, all this has kind of snowballed so fast for us coming here, getting all our gear ready. And I'm like, man, by the time we come back,
It's going to be Half-Life Alyx.
right,
time
it'll be
almost.
Half-Life Alyx. So,
Yeah.
super cool. Really excited for that. That'll be the next thing to look forward to. So,
doubt.
the
Yep.
hype is definitely real. So,
For sure. All right, everybody. We will
Yep.
see you later.
appreciate it.
Maybe
And
from the show floor.
play us out, Sean.
Oh, yeah, I almost hit end.
Later.
Later.